Hi, buddy. It's Crazy again for another week. We are up to episode number 14. Last week I talked about finishing up this book right here. It's called Invent Your Own Computer Games with Python. Now, the last chapter is chapter 21, which is right here, and it's called Dodger. I'll play the game for you real quick. Get this nice little splash screen. Okay. You can move left, right, up, down. Okay. And then, I don't want to get hit. I can go backwards. I gave it 2 cheat codes. So, but after a while, you'll die. It's just cute little falling game that makes it to where you can move your character around and so on and so forth. It's pretty fun. And you can exit out like you normally do. So, it was 197 lines of code, which was fun. I learned quite a bit. And what I mean by, learning quite a bit is I've actually learned what the, definitions mean, or what a while loop means, or a for loop, or why, I use constants instead of just, put something random in there. But my problem is my workflow. Okay. Way back when I did GTA Z, which is this one right here, as you see, the workflow is completely different. But this is also a multi-file game, and it's like 1,000 lines of code. Probably way more than that. But I don't understand what the flow of this one is. Do you know how that works? Can somebody explain to me, what a good workflow is, and not just the technical definition? Give me the good definition. Basically break it down, for stupid me, okay? Help me understand it. I don't know what a good workflow is, but like I said, I asked somebody on the Pygame server for some help. I was trying to do something with the game, and he asked me what my workflow was, and I was like, I don't know. And he tried to explain to me, but he gave me the biblical definition, and it's how your code flows. What do you do and how do you do it? And when he tried to explain it to me, I guess I understood what he was talking about for that time. But later on, of course, I got back into simple coding, which is basically everything just jumbled together into this mess. And believe it or not, my white spacing's pretty good, but half the stuff, I don't know why it's there. Getting the understanding is the harder part. Okay. When I go to write the code, I can't pull it from here. Now, writing it down, like you can copy this, write this down here, and understand what that means. But when it comes to doing from this right here, you're like, okay, I got to import. Then I got to put a couple definitions in. Got to put a couple more definitions in. Couple more definitions in. Okay, now what? That's where I'm lost at. Yeah, I could put definitions in the same way as this right here. I mean, you can make a little easy terminate definition that can actually do both of these lines of code when you want to exit the game. And in here, it actually has it to where I use it several times. Let me see if I can scroll down to it and find it. Well, it's in here somewhere. But anywho, I'm not going to fight with it because I've got a limited amount of time. So I'm going to try to see if I can keep these under 10 minutes because people told me that I'm long-winded. Yeah, I am. I can go for hours just talking on about stuff. So I'm gonna end that part here. If you know a good way of explaining how workflow works and a good way for me to, basically figure out how to put it on paper, let me know in the comments or check out the description and come on over to my Discord server and let me know there. Love to have you, and let me know. What would be a good workflow? How would I come up with a good workflow? How would I, pull the information from here and write it on my screen? Okay. The next topic I'm going to talk about is No, I've already done with this book. I just got to switch over to this one here, which is this is one of the ones I'm trying to go with. I figured I'd try this one out because it's not just about games, and it kind of helps me learn a little bit more Python maybe. Um, let's see here. Let me get to it real quick. So you could do stuff like manipulating images, sending email and texts, launching programs, working with JSON data, working with PDF and Word documents, web scraping, debugging, organizing files, some really cool stuff in there, and I'd like to learn those. But here's my dilemma. Do I continue working with the Python books, or do I say, okay, bump it, I need to do a hands-on, just hand do it and just let's get this done. Let me dive into it and do it. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Let me know. Say, hey, crazy. This is a good idea. It's a bad idea. Hey, what are you talking about? um, or jump on over to my server, which is in the description, and let me know there. Most of the time, I have it there. I have it on my phone. So usually, if within about 20 minutes, if I don't holler back, I will because I always check my phone. But let me know. So far, that's as far as I've gotten. I didn't really do that much this week. Let's see, what am I up to? Hey, doing pretty good. Didn't really do much this week. I kind of gamed it up with a friend of mine. You know, sat there and played some games on just my computer. Just kind of lounged. Gave myself kind of a reward for finally completing that book. But if you would like to help me out with my workflow or help me better understand workflow, let me know in the comments or in the description. Drop on by my server and let me know there. If you think I should continue on doing with books, and trying to gain my learned experience that way, let me know. I value input. Good advice is good advice, so I will dang sure take good advice. Won't take bad advice. I will take good advice. Okay, so let me know, whether it be in the comments or on my server. I'll be happy to chat with you about it. Let me know. Okay, until next time.